On this very road near Madison back in the summer of 2010, the Hupp family dynamic changed forever. Roger Hupp remembers it like it was yesterday. He was spending time with his wife Rebecca as they got ready to head out for a family barbecue.
It was kind of a strange weekend. You know, it's almost like she took extra special care of me. You know, we'd been working outside, and I know before we left she had to put some lotion on my ears because my ears always sunburn, and you know, we'd went through that and gave her a kiss before we got in the pickup.
Just miles away from their home, on their way to their daughter's house in Baltic, they came across an oncoming vehicle towing a boat. That's when Roger saw something unusual.
The trailer tongue up in the air above his pickup topper.
Before he knew it, the trailer tongue was in his cab, and his truck had taken a beating. When he gathered himself, he rushed to the passenger side to check on his wife.
I knew at that point, when I seen the gash in her head and the size of it and the fact that it hadn't hardly bled, that she was probably gone.
His wife had been struck in the head by the trailer, which was back heavy, and it broke her neck. The mother to his 4 kids had died in his arms just a month before his daughter's 13th birthday.
It was just like things were happening, setting this whole tragedy up, you know, putting us in the right place at the right time. And you think about that all the time. You know, should I have done something different? You know, if I'd kissed her twice before we left the house, that's all it would have taken. Another split second. Things would have been changed.
Hupp is reliving the tough moment in hopes that others will take trailer safety seriously because it could save a life.
You want to make sure the hitch and the coupler match the size. So what we got here...
Motor carrier trooper Tommy Torok spends most of his workday inspecting trailers. From a hitch that can handle the weight, to weight distribution and the proper size ball and coupling, there's a lot to know, and sometimes people aren't very well informed.
I would say it's a combination of not necessarily knowing the laws and possibly a little bit of laziness. Some people are just in a hurry and they don't hook up the breakaway brakes or hook up the safety chains properly. So I would say a little bit of combination, education, and just taking the time to hook it up properly. If for whatever reason the receiver comes off of the ball here, the trailer itself will land into these safety chains, into the cross pattern, and that there will support the weight of the trailer.
Those crisscrossed safety chains can come in handy if a trailer gets loose. In order to show you what can happen when a trailer comes unhooked, we set up a simple demonstration.
It's things when you think of, people don't think of those things even. And I've seen these have 5,000 pounds capacity, and they put them on
a closed course supervised by the Highway Patrol. A crew from Nordstrom's Automotive connected a truck and trailer for us and hit the road. On the first pass with a backloaded trailer, you can see the importance of the chains. Although the coupler broke away from the hitch, the guys were able to slow down and recover with little to no damage. But here's what happens when you don't use chains. Your weight distribution isn't what it should be, and you use the wrong size ball. At just 20 miles per hour, a little bump pops the trailer loose, and it doesn't keep going straight. This time it veers to the left down a hill before crashing into some dead tree branches.
Just trying to simulate what could happen, because it easily can happen, and it didn't take us a lot of playing around to make it happen either.
It's a visual reminder for those ready to tow this summer. Hook it up right, or you might end up changing someone else's future.
Mom's not going to get to see me be a teenager. You know, we've had a granddaughter born since then, named her after Grandma, and got a wedding coming up the 10th of May. No mother to help with that. You know, you see it happen every day to other people. But boy, you have something like this happen in your life, it changes your views. You know, you watch the right TV show, sometimes I start to get teary-eyed because I know how it's affecting people.
Hupp hopes better education can prevent another tragedy, but it won't bring back his Becky. The two would have celebrated their 30th wedding anniversary this summer.
I miss her every day, you know. Yeah, I'm trying to move on, but you don't. We were very much in love on the day of the accident, and that doesn't go away just because you lose somebody. You know, they'll always be there.
With Eye on Kelloland, I'm Matt Holson.